Hey, good afternoon, Lake Ridge Bible Church. We hope that everybody is still doing well. And again, we're praying that this shelter in place will be lifted soon and that we can come back together as a church. And so counting the days and really looking forward to being with all of you again on Sunday mornings and Wednesdays and everywhere in between. And so I wish you well today and pray that the Lord is, as always, taking care of you. And we know that our God's good and is meeting our needs throughout all of this. And so today I have a special guest with me. This is Shannon Weishuhn. And if you aren't familiar with that name, some of you were at the Unplanned event that we had not too long ago. And Shannon is with the Pregnancy Resource Center, and she, along with some of the other workers, were with us that night. And so we've invited Shannon to come today and just share a little bit about what Pregnancy Resource Center is all about, what God's been doing, and some of the things that they would like to invite churches to participate in during this time of social distancing. And so I want to welcome Shannon for being with us. And Shannon, would you just kind of share what the main objective of the Pregnancy Resource Center is and maybe where you're located so that our people that aren't familiar with you can get a better grasp on what this ministry is about?
Absolutely, yes. Thank you guys for having us today. It's really a privilege to be able to come and share a little bit about who we are. So, if you guys were at the Unplanned event, for the members of your congregation that were, you guys had a great turnout for that event. You learned a little bit more about us, but we are, our name is Pregnancy Resource Center. We're located right over here at Town East and Galloway, in the intersection where the new Sprouts went in. We're over there. In the very same parking lot with Planned Parenthood. So that's just a really cool thing that the Lord opened the door for us to be a part of, a community, but also be right there, kind of in the same lawn, if you will, as Planned Parenthood. So we see a lot of women in the community who are in an unplanned pregnancy, who may feel hopeless and not sure what to do about that situation. So we offer free pregnancy testing. We offer free sonograms to those women. We offer options counseling. So if women are looking and feeling like abortion is their only option, we want to share just hope with them, found first of all in Jesus Christ. We do share the gospel with every girl that comes in. So if they know the Lord, then we want to just reinforce that relationship. If she doesn't know the Lord, we want to introduce her to Him. So, but secondly, going over the options information with her, giving her good, truthful information that she can make an informed decision with. So part of that is that sonogram, finding out for sure how far along she is. And it's amazing because when she sees life on that screen and sees a little heart beating, hears a little heartbeat, it just changes things. So we see just a lot of women that come in, they feel helpless, desperate, and they walk in the door feeling like this is what they're going to do. But because of what God does in that room, through the counselor, the people that are involved there, just amazing things. And those women change their minds many, many times. About 80% of the time, she'll change her mind if she comes to us before an abortion clinic. So
that's amazing statistics. And in light of the shutdown, we know that it's been hard for certain businesses to operate what's considered essential and non-essential. And so one of the cool things that's happened is that you guys have remained open. And at the same time, my understanding is that Planned Parenthood has been closed during this time. And so I'd love for you to share with our church family some of the neat things you've seen God do in light of that.
Absolutely. Yeah, we are, I think essential will probably be the word of the year this year, but we are an essential business. I mean, women are still getting pregnant, women are still in need, women are still needing counseling and support. So we are honestly as busy as ever. We really felt like we would hit a lull because so many businesses were closed. We felt like people wouldn't want to come out. But women are still in need. And I honestly feel like we're seeing the most vulnerable of our community because of the circumstances right now with the virus, with everything that's going on. They've lost jobs. They have just a lot of changes within their home going on where they feel more pressure. They feel more desperate to make some decisions about their pregnancy. So we've been able to stay open and really focusing our appointments on those girls that are vulnerable, that are seeking abortion information. So we've been very busy. We've got, I believe we're seeing 6 abortion-minded girls right here at the Mesquite office only, not counting Rockwall, just in Mesquite. I just saw one this morning. And we've just had some really cool stories about what God's done. The laws have changed. We had an executive order from our governor that put a stop on all elective procedures, which obviously abortions are. That has changed a couple of times because of, a lawsuit that came in. But right now, we're still dealing with, girls who are actively seeking abortions at abortion clinics and cannot get one. So thankfully, they're coming to our doors and we're getting to see them. So I can share one quick story if that's okay with you. Let's see, I believe this was toward the end of March. We had a young girl that came to the Mesquite office, and kind of similar circumstances, just desperate, had no other options. She felt like she received counseling, just everything that we do for everyone that comes through those doors. She left still very vulnerable. She did not change her mind when she was with us, but still left really vulnerable. But we did some follow-up calls and stuff with her, and found that she actually, after she left us, she made an appointment at an abortion clinic. However, a couple of days later, the law, because of everything that happened, they closed, and she got a call from them saying that she wouldn't be able to keep her appointment. They'd have to let her know later, but they'd have to cancel her appointment for now. The coolest part of that is that the day before, she prayed that God would give her a sign. If she wasn't supposed to have the abortion, just give me a sign. And the next day, they called and canceled her abortion. So the cool thing is she came back to us. We were able to get her back in the doors and do another follow-up sonogram for her and love on her. And she is parenting and happy about it now. So she sees the hope in that. And I just think God's just doing amazing things in the midst of what we feel like is just chaos,
That's incredible. That's I think testimonies like that just show that when people start to, in situations like we're in now, feel despair. Right. And even for the Christian, we feel overwhelmed and feel like everything's coming to an end. But if we stop and look at what God is up to, we see lives being changed in the midst of this. And so that's testimonies like that are super exciting. Yeah. And one of the things that I picked up on when you guys came to the Unplanned event here was Planned Parenthood is open pretty much every day of the week, where you guys don't necessarily operate nearly as many hours that the Planned Parenthood organization does. And so I know that one of the big desires you guys have had is to raise funds that would keep the doors open even longer. And so this Walk for Life that you told us about back then, you still want to follow through with it, but with the guidelines that are in place now, you've kind of gone to a plan B. And so I'd love for you to share with our church, what does the Walk for Life look like moving forward, and how our people can join you, participate in themselves or support others that are doing this walk. And so tell us what that's about and what it's for. Yeah, thank you. So every year the Walk for Life for us is, we have 2 fundraisers a year. It's our smaller of the 2, but it's an essential one for us. For fundraising, and unfortunately, because of social distancing, we're not going to be able to gather in a group of 500 or so and do that walk together, but we are doing a virtual event. So we are still moving forward. We're a little behind as far as fundraising goes, but there's a lot of circumstances involved in that. People are struggling right now, we get that, but we still want to do this virtual event. And so it's Mother's Day weekend, so May 8th through the 10th. What we did was just kind of opened it up we'll start it and kick it off, kind of do a Facebook Live event at 6 p.m. on Friday night, the 8th. And we'll run all the way through Sunday night at 6 p.m. So 48 solid hours to kind of give everyone an opportunity to walk whenever you can that weekend. And so if you can walk, we want you to. We want you to get involved. You can sign up as a walker on our Facebook page or at yourpregnancycenter.org. They can sign up as a walker. If you and raise funds yourself, for the ministry, gets people to support you, like we've been doing forever. But if you can't walk or can't be involved that way, or don't necessarily want to sign up as a walker, you guys have a lot of people already involved here at Lake Ridge. So I know Tara Schwartner. We'll do a shout out here. I know Tara Schwartner, Tara Good, Artie Hollowell, Deb Chisholm. Who am I forgetting? Jonathan Schatz, the Vogel family,
I know all of those guys are already registered. So if you don't want to walk on your own or start your own fundraising, sign on to theirs. Look them up. If you go to the same sites, you can look them up as a team captain under the Lake Ridge Bible team, and just support what they're doing. So it's vital for what we're doing. We're still open, we're still going, we're still needing support. And so everything that we can do kind of as a church family to help that will be a huge help to us. We'll be doing a few live events throughout the weekend to kind of just touch base with everyone, let everybody know kind of how things are going and what's going on. But that's a wonderful way to kind of help support us. One thing that some of the funds are going to go to for that walk is helping us get that mobile unit launched. You know, we do want to be open more hours. We want to be able to serve women where they are. And brick and mortar buildings are not cheap to maintain. It takes a lot to keep the lights on and keep things going. But a mobile unit is one way that we can really get out in the community. And right outside the outskirts of Mesquite is where we're starting. For women who can't actually make it into the Mesquite office, we want to be there, you know, to be able to see her. And so I think it's getting its brand new wrap with our information on it this week and next week. So hopefully we'll have some video or something to show you guys at the walk of our new wheels that we're going to be out and about in. So
awesome. So yeah, just one more time for our people that didn't catch how they can look at a team to support or whatever. What's the website again? And yourpregnancycenter.org. And just under our events and on the main page, it has the Walk for Life. If you click on it, click to register. You can register as a walker, or just go in there and actually, all of those people that I mentioned from your church all have fundraising pages on their Facebook. But if you're not on Facebook, you can go straight to the website to give. So, yeah. Well, Shannon, I really appreciate you sharing with us. And so one of the things that we desire to do as a church is be really intentional about our outreach to people that need to hear the gospel. No doubt a girl that's in a situation like you guys encounter needs Christ, but we never want to see a baby being aborted. And so we feel like this is such a worthy cause for the church to be engaged in and to help those that are on the front lines like you guys. And so we really appreciate the time and work that you guys put in. And we just feel like this is one of the ways we can help support that. And so just know that we want to be about what Jesus wants us to be about, and there's no doubt that Jesus is about life. And so thank you very much for helping us today, and we really appreciate you.
Thank you guys so much. We couldn't do it without your support, so we appreciate you guys. And love Lake Ridge Bible. Thank you all.
Thank you. Well, again, I just want to thank Shannon for being with us today. And if you have any questions about the Walk for Life that will be taking place, the virtual Walk for Life that Shannon was sharing about, Tara Schwartner is going to be our point person for that. So please don't hesitate to get in touch with Tara, and she'll be able to answer some of the questions you may have about you personally signing up to walk or to support one of the teams that are already on the page on the Pregnancy Resource Center website. And so again, Tara is more than happy to field questions on that, and we don't want you to hesitate to get in touch with her. Now, again, I want to apologize about what happened last Sunday. We had some technical glitches that were just beyond our control, and we have ordered new pieces of equipment just so future streaming, as far as it's up to us, will be glitch-free, and we think that we've remedied the situation. And it's really important because this Sunday is our Vision Sunday meeting. And so in light of that, there's some things that you need to be aware of as a church family. And so I'm going to read you the bullet points that you need to be paying attention to or looking out for in your email box. And so this is how this is going to run for this coming Sunday. All the information about the annual business meeting has been emailed to you, and it's been mailed to those who do not have an email address. So if you're not in our church email, you should be getting these things through the mail. And if you have not gotten that information, please don't hesitate to email Ashley here at the church, and she'll get that out to you. This Friday, the annual report and the annual missions report will be made available to the whole congregation. So watch your email for that, the information and where to get it. So this Sunday at 11:30, all members are going to receive an email with a link to the online ballot. So we'll begin our service at 10:30. We'll be presenting things. At 11:30, a link is going to be sent out. We may not be finished at that point, but the link will be sent out at 11:30 with the ballot on it. That information will be sent in two ways, through the Church Information Network and the F1 Go emails. make sure that your contact information is up to date on that. So if you've got a question about it, you will make sure that that email address is valid, or that's the one that we have. Again, get in touch with Ashley, and she'll make sure that everything is in sync for that Sunday morning. That's really important because we want to make sure that all members are getting what they need on this Sunday. So online voting is going to be open until 2 o'clock. So that link goes out at 11:30. We're going to allow people a window of time to get their votes in, and it's going to stop at 2. For a husband to vote, he'll go ahead and vote that morning. Then the wife will come on, click on the link again, and then she will vote so that we're getting both votes counted in. It's not a couple voting together on one ballot. So please make sure that you avoid doing that. Members without email have been mailed a mail-in ballot. And so again, if you're not in our church email system, you have been mailed a ballot, and you need to fill that out and make sure that it's brought up to the church and put in the mailbox by Ashley's office. There's a drop-in mailbox, and make sure that it reaches us by this Saturday. And so we'll make sure that you're able to take care of that. Any members who have not received the information by mail or email, you need to contact Ashley as soon as possible so that she can get the information to you and be sure of a way to get the online ballot link to you. Now, with that said, one of the things you need to do is, before you get in touch with Ashley, please check your junk or spam folder, because some of those emails wind up in there when she sends it out, and she's had several people contact her because saying that they hadn't gotten anything, and when they checked their junk or spam folder, they found it there. So before you get in touch with Ashley and ask her to correct anything or look something up, make sure that you're checking both your junk mail, your spam mail before, because it's likely that it landed in one of those boxes, and so you may have that information and just don't realize it. So again, Sunday, we want to make sure that you tune in at 10:30 that morning. We're going to have some worship up front, go through our covenant of membership together, and then myself, along with a few of our elders, are going to present to you where the Lord has led us for our budget and what He would have us do in a way of a proposal to you as a church. We're really excited about where the Lord's led us in all of this, and it really is a time to celebrate what God is doing here at Lake Ridge. And so it's going to be a great time, a joyful time for us as a church, because we believe that He has put us in a healthy place, and you can't ask for more than that. So we are really excited and look forward to being with you this Sunday through live stream. We're looking even more forward to the Sunday, whenever that Sunday happens to be, where we'll all get to gather again as the church. And so that will be a joyous Sunday to be together as the body of Christ, to sing His praises and sit under the Word of God together, and just be a family, even though we're still family right now, but just to be with each other and be able to hug each other's necks. And so we look forward to that. And as always, we love you, and the staff sends their greetings to you. And thank you so much for again, your kind words, your emails, your cards that you have sent us, and letting us know how much you've appreciated us. We say that right back to you guys, because you guys really lift us up from week to week, and we appreciate that greatly. So we'll talk to you later, and hope you have a good rest of your week.